Hello lovely ad girls. Today I will show you how you can quickly and easily visualize your monthly AdWords data and compare it on a yearly basis. This works for any kind of data. Clicks, conversions, conversion rate, CPA, CTR, you name it. All you need is your AdWords account data and Excel. Sometimes we stare at a bunch of numbers but don't learn much from them. The brain prefers images. That's why we need to visualize data in order to analyze and understand them. The graphs that I will create in a minute will help you identify any seasonality, trends and performance development that is happening in your AdWords account. The findings will help you to optimize your account. You will see in which months it will be beneficial to increase your budget, when it might be good to increase bids due to competition, and so on. It all depends on your data. Ready? Let's get started. So you log into your AdWords account, then you go to your Dimensions tab, click on the drop-down menu View and choose Month. You find that under Time, Month. And then you will see your data for the month, and you click on Download and you click the Excel format and download the data. Okay, so I have opened the file in Excel. I have chosen to run the report for total conversion value or revenue. You can do that for any kind of data that you want to analyze. Clicks, impressions, click-through rate, whatever you are interested in, just run the data, download it and open it in Excel. Also, it really depends what kind of time frame you want to choose. I want to have a look at the monthly data. You can also choose yearly, weekly, daily, whatever seems the best for you, you just choose it. So I have the months from January 2013 until July 2015 and the conversion value. So what I want to do now is to see a graph that compares the months by month data, so January 2013 with the other years. So how did we do in January 2013? How did we do in January 2014 and 2015? So you can also, of course, have a look at the numbers. Here we did 3,530. 1 year later, 11,869, which is more than 3 times more. And then 2015, we increased it up to 34,882. But those data, well, they are nice to look at, but we cannot really see trends or seasonality. So that's why I want to set up a chart for you. So I'm gonna enter the month, and thanks to Excel, we don't have to do much work. Much of the work is done for me. So what I've done is I just entered Jan for January, and then I click into the cell, and on the right corner, once the cross becomes dark, you click on it and you just drag it along, and you can see automatically Excel fills out the months, so I don't have to enter them one by one. Then I enter the years. I like to have it centered. I'm going to make it bold because it's the headline. And then I copy the data, so from January to December 2013. All you have to do is highlight the data, right click, copy, and then right click into January 2013 and then paste special. Click on paste special, and then you want to click transpose, and that will enter your data nicely in a row like that. I'm going to do the same for 2014. So I highlight the 2014 data, right click, copy, right click in the first cell of 2014, click on paste special, and then check the box for transpose. Okay, and there we go. So what transpose does is, from those data format, it transforms it so that the data is now next to each other rather than underneath. And I'm going to do the same for 2015. Highlight, right click, copy, right click, and then paste special, click, transpose. So here we have our data nicely sorted so that we can compare it. Now all you have to do is highlight the data, go to insert, and then here you can see the chart options that you have. For this comparison of the data, I would prefer to have a line chart. So I click on the line chart, and here you can see if you hover over the different line charts, you get a preview already on the bottom, which is really nice. So how it's gonna look, you have different options, and I really like this one. So I click on that one, and then we have already very quickly visualized our revenue data on a yearly basis. So unfortunately it doesn't name the legend after my years, so what I can do, I just gonna edit it. So I have highlighted the legend, then I go to select data on the top, and then I click on edit. So series 1 is 2013, series 2 is 2014, and series 3 is 2015. Right, so now my legend is nicely displayed with the years that I'm using. So again, you just click on the legend, go to select data, and then you can just change the name if you click edit very quickly. Also, my chart title would be revenue month on month. Right. Okay, very quickly we have set up that nice chart that give us a good overview. So for this account, obviously in the beginning of 2013 there wasn't much going on, and from May on it started growing until there was a dip in September. But we can see that in 2014 we had the similar dip, so this might be due to seasonality. In October revenue went up again and then went down again in November and December. And where you can see nicely for 2014 and 15 a spike in revenue in May. So for example, for next year for this account I would expect a similar spike of revenue in May. So I will try to free up a lot of budget for this month so that we can invest a lot and then get a lot of revenue. This would be one part of the optimization. Also, if next year the revenue goes very high in May and then goes down in June, it also follows the trend, as you can see here, and then goes up in July again. So these charts just help you to understand if your account follows seasonality. There are accounts which are not following seasonalities, but you can also, for example, get an idea of how your competition is doing. If, for example, the average cost per click suddenly is getting very high in certain months, that could be a reason for, that could be because of your competition. If you have a lot more competition suddenly for certain keywords, this is increasing your average cost per click. So this just helps you to understand the data compared to previous years. But as I said earlier, you can always change the time frames. You can compare certain weeks to to each other. Days, you can run that for the days of the week, for example, if you want to see Mondays compared to Sundays, etc. So anything you like, you can do very quickly. I just wanted to show you how you can have those three charts on top of each other so that you can see how the comparison is made. And if you don't like this chart, you can always change the chart type. For example, if you prefer columns, you just click on column and then very quickly you have this view. I prefer the line chart for this report, and still you can change the color scheme. You can have it monochromatic, a bit more colorful, whatever you like. You can play around. It's really great. Excel gives you lots of different possibilities. You can change the style. Additionally, you can set filters. If you say you don't want to see January, February, blend out certain years. So lots of possibilities. What I like to do is to add a trend line. So based on the data we have here, Excel can add a trend line to show you the expected trend. We can do that for all of the graphs. Nice. So the trend is going up nicely for this account. This is what we want to see. So for example, based on these data, we could expect the January revenue somewhere starting from here next year, so underneath the 50,000, and then probably go higher if it grows at the same level as it did before. Right, so this is it. I hope this helped you to understand how you quickly can compare your data and learn from them and make your changes accordingly and bring your AdWords account to the next level. And don't forget to check out our website. In our blog area we have lots of articles that help you to improve your ad copy performance, and we also have some free stuff. We have a free webinar and 20 tips to increase your AdWords click-through rate. This is an article. So lots of stuff that will help you to improve your AdWords performance, and that's all for free. So check out our website and let us know if you have any feedback or any questions. Thanks very much for listening, and good luck with your accounts.